Today we're going to be making a concrete countertop with a built-in sink and overflow system. So we're going to need a sink mold with some GFRC Face spray mix, Backer mix, some denatured alcohol, a hopper gun, some SCR, PC12 Sealer, a overflow tube with its overflow accessories, some faucet knockouts, 100% silicone with a caulking tool, and some paste release. There's going to be a link to each of these materials in the description, and they're all found at Globmarble.com. First thing we want to do is drill a hole into the top of our sink mold, just enough for it to fit our captive nut assembly on the thin part, and then as evenly as you possibly can, drill an ovular hole for our overflow hole connector, all the way through to the other end. Our next step is to cut out pieces for the mold, which I've already done, and then we're going to have to piece them all together. Now we're going to install our sink and its overflow accessories, all of which can be bought at Globmarble.com. So we're going to take our sink that we've drilled a hole in the top, overflow hole in the side. Take our polydome and our polycap, put them on pretty tight. Put the screw in. Screwed on from the bottom. Then we want to take our hole connector, this little rubber thing, and put it into there, around this distance. We're going to take our overflow tube and attach it to the hole connector. Once we've done that, we're going to flip this upside down, and I'm just going to put a little bit of molding clay on the bottom of the sink so that it doesn't move when I'm about to caulk it down. Now you can see it's pretty much on there. And once we've done that, we're going to want to put some silicone caulk on it. But you're first going to want to put some mold release onto it, because if you don't, there's no way you're going to get that off. And then we're going to wipe it down with a paper towel to get rid of any streaks. We're just going to buff it out. Now we put our 100% silicone caulk around it. And now we're going to use our caulking tool. And now we wait 24 hours for this to dry. Afterwards, we're going to peel these outer layers off. I actually forgot. We're also going to have to put our faucet knockouts on. Place it where we've measured it. Now I'm going to show you why we have to use the caulking tool. These two lines right here we're going to remove, so that at the end we're left with just a smooth corner around the edges, and we wouldn't be able to take this off if we didn't put on the paste release. We're going to go ahead and do that all around. Before we start spraying with our hopper gun, we're going to take some tape. Preferably cover the hole right here, smaller piece. And cover the poly dome. You don't want to touch the poly cap though. Just the top piece. First we're going to take our face mix and some precast modifier, and we're going to mix a quarter of the bag and a quarter gallon of the modifier. We're going to mix our modifier. We're going to do a test right now. Test was good. You want the nozzle size to be 1/4 and the air pressure to be 40 psi. Any imperfections, anywhere that you missed, you're going to want to go over with a brush. Now fill up your hopper gun one more time, and we're going to go with the second layer.
That's good.
While the material is still fresh, you want to install the overflow tube. Make sure the hard to reach places are completely covered. Our face mix dried. First it took about 40 minutes. How you know it's dry is that when you touch it, nothing gets left on your finger, but you don't want to wait for it to completely cure because then the backer mix and the face mix won't merge together. And we're gonna mix a full bag of backer mix and a full gallon of the precast modifier. It's a little bit too thick, so we're gonna add 32 ounces of water. The maximum amount of water that you can put is 40. Now we're gonna apply our backer mix. Make sure that you don't ruin the surface that you put on with the face mix. And we're gonna apply it with approximately like 3/4 of an inch. Next morning you demold it, put in some lining and some beauty rings, and you have a finished product.